Hell, people, she'll be here any second. Hey, hey guys. Long time no see. What are you all doing? No, you are about to set up your Nintendo Switch. It's time to start. Set up your Nintendo Switch. It's time to begin. We want it on English. See, it changes pitch as you go to the next option. But it'll go back. The pitch will go down if you go back. See what I'm doing?
Man, it's been years since we've been in a video like this. I mean, after years of education, finishing school, a lot has changed for all of us. Oh, hey, bro, how's life treating you? Hey, I'm just getting by with everything. Well, that's great to hear. I mean, look at us now. We're in our 20s for crying out loud. Hey, what's all the commotion? We heard something and we thought we'd come to investigate. No, there's nothing to investigate here, Yellow and Blue. 8 years ago, we were just teenagers, and now we've all become grown adults. Literal grown adults. Say, you want to go downstairs and check something out? I mean, I haven't touched downstairs in quite a long time. So, yeah, why not? Oh, the living room. Just like the good old days. Yeah, you can say that again. Wait, what's over there? Huh? What the f***? Is that the Nintendo Switch 2? You know, I've been waiting years for a moment like this. Believe me, all of us have waited for a moment like this, bro. I think you got this on your 14th birthday, I believe. Yeah, I did. I got the first Nintendo Switch on my 14th birthday back in 2017. Why don't we unbox it? I mean, I am just getting to it, but okay then, Red. Open up these eagle eyes, everyone, because I'm Super Brightside-Yo on the Brightside-Yo's Games channel. 8 years ago, on my 14th birthday, October 13th, 2017, I got the Nintendo Switch 1, which you see adjacent to the TV set in my living room. But on July 30th, 2025, the day I graduated from university, I received a graduation present in the mail, the Nintendo Switch 2. And now, join me for an exclusive unboxing and my honest opinions of this highly anticipated video game console. Is the NS2 a worthy successor? Well, let's find out. So exactly what I got is the Nintendo Switch 2 you see on the cover, on the front and the back pages, with Mario Kart World, one of the launch titles. Let's open him up, shall we? Inside the box, we've got a Nintendo Switch 2 grip, which is exactly similar to the first one. A USB Type-C AC adapter with a wire included. The Nintendo Switch 2 charging dock. And I have to say, this looks much better than the charging dock for the Nintendo Switch 1. Same setup as before, though with an Ethernet port at the back for local area networks. But that's not all. On this side, you've got 2 additional USB ports. Cool, huh? And last but certainly not least, it's the Joy-Con 2s. and the tablet, or the console itself. The Nintendo Switch console even has a slightly bigger screen compared to the first Nintendo Switch. And if you look closely on the back, it's got a much better tabletop stand. It's not any longer, but more sturdier. Pretty cool, huh? And now it's time to get these babies connected. But the difference is you don't pull them in, they just snap together through magnetic locks. Word of advice, everyone, when you buy something electronic for the first time, always remember to charge it to 100% to ensure it has the best battery life possible. Alright, this is the boot up screen. And when you first set up your Nintendo Switch 2, you've got the Nintendo Switch 2 logo showing up. And now this is the overview of the setup screen. So first, when you start setting up, you start by choosing a language, which in this case I'm going with English. There's also the important information that you need to go through before using the console. Alright, next up is setting up internet connection, making the rest of the setup process run smoothly. Alright, we're all set. There's also playstyles, like we can use our Nintendo Switch console in a variety of playstyles to suit when and where and how we'd like to play. Tabletop, handheld, or on the TV, just like the original Switch. Okay, there was one thing I accidentally regret doing, which was transferring the data from my Switch 1 to the Switch 2. But I think I might be able to do that if I do it after I set it up again. Okay, let me connect to the TV. Right, it appears I've now got the Switch console, the Switch 2 console connected to the TV and to my capture card, so let's get moving. Shall we do this? Yeah. There's also playstyles, as I previously said before, handheld, tabletop, or TV. Now to begin the Switch. Now to begin. Okay, we're now on to the next stage, which is doing the system transfer for the from the Nintendo Switch 1 console to the Nintendo Switch 2. I've got a Nintendo Switch 1, but I need to charge it up. I need to charge it up first since I haven't played it in a while. So while that is going, while that charges, I can start getting ready. Also, quick thing. If you have a micro SD express card, you must insert it into your Nintendo Switch 2 and a micro SD XC card for the Nintendo Switch 1. Remember, only micro SD express cards that feature the logos in the images shown here are compatible. Other micro SD cards cannot be used. What I've got here is a micro SD XC card for the Nintendo Switch 1, which contains 64 gigabytes of storage and has a speed of up to 100 megabytes in reading data and 60 megabytes in writing data. Plus, I also have a micro SD express card for the Nintendo Switch 2, which has 256 gigabytes of data. Oh, and this is how you put it in. And now that the microSD Express memory card has been inserted, it will then say that the Switch system will be updated again, after which this microSD card will be usable. Alright, this microSD card can now be used. Now let's proceed. Alright, we're back into the game world. Let's continue. First, we're now going to continue with the system transfer. But first, we have to sign into our Nintendo account. believe this, but the Joy-Con 2s work as a mouse. You see this? It's like a computer mouse. You just hold the thing. You just hold the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con 2s onto a surface, and then on its side, and then it works like a mouse. Let's sign into our Nintendo accounts. Okay, so it's asking me to sign in with a QR code. Let me get my phone up. So now that I've scanned my QR code with my phone, I just need to put down the 5-digit code. Hey, that's me, Super Bright Sideo. Now, okay, then we need to move this console and the source Nintendo Switch console close together in order to receive the data. This may be optional, though it's highly recommended that you put a micro SD card inside of your Nintendo Switch 1 to make the transition seem seamless. Alright, it says that I need to do a system update on the Nintendo Switch 1 to use the memory card. So let me do that real quick. In fact, I have to do a new system update. Ooh, that was cool. That was quick. Do you see the comparison between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2? This screen's bigger, while this screen on the Switch 2 screen's much bigger than compared to Switch 1's. And with that, we can now start the system transferring process. Hooray for USB Type-C. And then you plug the MC adapter here. Alright, it's now asking me to move the console and the source Nintendo Switch console together. Then, now on the Nintendo Switch console, I need to open up the system settings on the home menu, then select system, and then select transfer to Switch 2. Now, this may take a while, depending on how much data you've got inside of it. There it is. Okay, before starting a system transfer, please note, the data for all users on this console will be sent to the Nintendo Switch 2 console, and all Nintendo accounts that were linked on this console will automatically be signed in on the Nintendo Switch 2 console. When the system transfer feature is used, all Nintendo account users linked to this console, including any supervising Nintendo account users, i.e. parents/guardians, will be notified of the system transfer via email at the Nintendo account website. The notification will include the nickname and user icon for all responsible users. And all the saved data will also get transferred to the Nintendo Switch 2 console and removed from this console. The other saved data will be copied to the Nintendo Switch 2 console without being removed from this console. You see, the great thing about Switch 2 is that it not only has one, but it has 2 USB Type-C ports. Cool, huh? Alright, it looks like the transfer is just beginning. Now, let's begin. While it's undergoing the system transfer, the console will restart during the process. It's going to be about 6 minutes to get to receive all the data from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. And now okay, the system transfer is now complete. The software will be downloaded momentarily. Oh, and I forgot. I have to get it from the eShop and use this download code. And I also forgot about the HDMI cable, plus the wrist strap / mouse things. Okay, so after 7 minutes of doing the system transfer, it looks like we can finally begin. Playing Switch 2 action. Let's go. Setup complete. And there it is. You see, yeah, all the titles are all the titles are in. We are so ready. In 1 minute. And we're just about to start playing the game. Let's move. Now, this is Mario Kart World, the latest Mario Kart game in the history of Mario Kart. Okay, that's good. Alright, the frame rate may be 30 frames per second, but that's only because I've got the low end capture card. The Elgato Game Capture HD. But nonetheless, it's still effective for me. Alright, let's begin. So in Mario Kart World, you've got the Grand Prix as always, Knockout Tour, staying ahead of the race of endurance, time trials, and of course versus race and battle mode. Well, I think we'll just do let's start with a grab. Let's do a bit of a grab. Let's just do a time trial on. Standard carts. Let's do Mario Bros. Circuit. Alright, let's get ready to race. Mario, 3, 2, 1, go! Graphics here seem promising. I mean, look at this. 60 frames per second on the TV. Accelerating speed. Man, what more could you want in Mario Kart World? I'm zooming ahead. Should have used a mushroom when I should have used a mushroom at the right possible moment. I really like all the detail Nintendo put into this game. It's clear that there's loads of effort in this. And it shows. think I corrected my mistake, and you still got the same trick shots you could do, the tricks you could do from Mario Kart Wii onwards. But there's one new thing we haven't. There's one new thing that I never thought you could do in Mario Kart, and that is grinding on the rails and collect more than 10 coins. Which, as you've just seen, I've got up to 11 in this one. I've got an 11 as of now. 12. No gliders in this one, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, but who needs gliders when you've got wings? I must say, that was very fun. I must say, the Nintendo Switch 2 is absolutely fun. Right after I do the New Super Mario Bros. Let's Play, I think I will do White Side again. Let's Play Mario Kart World and other Nintendo Switch 2 games after this. Anyway, thank you all. That wraps a nice, neat little bow around everything. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. I've been Super Bright Sidio on the Bright Sidio's game account, and I will see you